Hey everyone, this is Cameron from SpeedCubeShop.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at two of the new GAN 251M. Okay, so off the bat, we have the GAN 251M Air, which is going to be the base model of the three new versions that are coming out. Then we apparently have the Pro version, but I am pretty sure this is actually the Leap, which is going to be the highest level, but I'm not too sure. I'll get to that though in a little bit. So off the bat, let's go ahead and talk about pricing and specifications. So currently the Air is at 50 grams in weight, while the M Pro is at 56 grams. So the Air comes in at $23.95, while the Pro is at $32.95, and the Leap is at $39.95. So pretty steep in price when we're talking about 2x2s, but I do think it is actually worth it, and you guys will see why very soon. So looking at the packaging, nothing really too special here. It's pretty typical GAN packaging. All right. Taking a look at the Air first, we have just two pamphlets and looks like a little adjustment tool, which is probably going to be for the GES. And then opening up the cube itself, have this like little open flap. Go ahead and pull that out. And then I'm going to go ahead and take out the M Pro. So the M Pro, you definitely have a lot more going on in here. What's really cool is you actually get the same case from the 11M Pro. So you have this kind of cool open feature, which I think lots of people think is really cool. You get your extra GES springs. So it looks like that we have the clear, purple, and greens. And we also have an accessory box, which I'm going to guess has guides, a cube bag, and a tool. So yep, we have the little screwdriver, which is going to be used for the magnet strength adjustment. Got the GAN cube bag. And then we have our guides. So putting all that aside, I have to say that off the bat, I do think that the Pro and the Leap are going to be the two that you're going to want to buy unless you're on a very tight budget. So pretty much the differences between these two are that when you move up from the Air to the Pro and to the Leap, the Pro and the Leap have adjustable magnet strength, which is a really nice feature. And the Leap has something called large angle magnetic adjustment feature, previously known as the large angle homing technology, which was renamed because it wasn't really too clear for some people. But I will say that that feature is very cool, and that's why I think that this might be the Leap version, because if it is not, I can't even imagine what that would feel like. So looking at how the magnets adjust, it's just like how the 11M Pro does it. You just turn the top layer to 45 degrees. You're able to set the magnets between three settings. You have light, moderate, and strong. I believe that light is going to be, I'm trying to look. Yeah, so it starts off at moderate, which is 0. Then you have the plus sign, you go to strong, and the minus sign, you go to weak, which is pretty intuitive. If you guys are wondering, this is the same case, so it will actually work for other 3x3s if you want. It just has this little base so that the 2x2 fits, which is pretty creative thinking to save on production costs. Looking at the GES, we do have the blue ones. They come pre-installed for all of them. And exterior-wise, these are going to look pretty much exactly the same with the same color scheme and everything like that. So, I guess we'll go ahead and take a look at some performance features. So I'm going to be working with the Air first, which comes with like moderate strength magnets. Sorry, it's a little hard to turn as quickly as usual. But honestly, as a very light turning feel, which I really like, it's not overly fast, which can be a little bit uncomfortable when it comes to 2x2s in my opinion. Has a very light feel. That 50 grams does feel very light in your hand, and the 51mm sizing does feel very good to me personally. I don't really like when my 2x2s are too small. For a while there, they went and did like sub 50mm sizing, which was just like tiny. So this is a really, really good size in my opinion. And what's nice is you actually have pretty easy access to the GES springs. So when you do want to go ahead and adjust those, you can do so with relative ease and not really too much fuss. Speaking about the GES, they do have the 0.6 and the 0.8 numerical adjustments. So you do have those two to choose from, which again, I think is nice because in a way, too many options can kind of convolute things. Corner cutting, is very easy at 45 degrees. I almost feel like at this point, testing the corner cutting isn't really even worth it, because if a cube can't corner cut easily at 45 degrees, something is terribly wrong at this point in 2021. Let's go ahead and move on to the 251M Pro, or the one that I think is the Leap. Surprisingly, the extra 6 grams does actually make a pretty substantial feeling in your hand. I could pretty easily tell the two apart when doing blind tests. So let's see how the moderate strength magnets feel. So yeah, those feel really good. Earlier when we were testing, a few different staff members said that the light magnet setting felt a little bit floppy and just kind of like loose and not really too confidence inspiring. Whereas the strong really brings out that magnetic alignment technology that we were talking about. So what is that feature and why do I think it's worth it? So what's really cool is that when you turn the top layer, it wants to pretty much complete the turn for you. So right at about 45 degrees, you'll see I'll just tap it and it just completes the turn for you, which is really cool. And I think it has to do with the addition of the corner to core magnet system that was brought over from the GAN 11M Pro. So this is a really, really unique feeling when you're speed solving, because it makes your turning a little bit more force is required, but the payoff is huge because it pretty much finishes the turn for you. So you're able to get really aggressive with your turning style and almost start moving even faster because it is just finishing that turn for you. So it's a very, very unique feel. It's very hard to explain. It's something I do recommend that you check out and see for yourself because it's pretty awesome. I have to give them credit. So on that same note, the feeling is even more prominent when you adjust the magnets to the strong setting. So that's a very easy thing to do with GAN system. You just take the included little flathead screwdriver. I'm just going to go ahead and slide the tabs over to the strong setting. It's almost hard to do it because the magnets do want to align. And okay, so we should all be good. Again, very easy adjustment system and definitely makes a very big difference. The magnets now feel a lot stronger, and I personally am going to be using my personal 251M Pro or Leap, I think it is, on the strong setting. Because, I mean, just check this out, guys. Like, it is just crazy how that wants to align for you. Like, especially for, I mean, those guys that want to do like one-handed solving, I have no doubt this system will make its way into 3x3s at some point. I mean, maybe not though if it's a mechanism limitation, but if it did, it'd be really cool and definitely a huge advantage for blind solvers and for one-handed solvers. Yeah, I just really don't get tired of the feeling of this. I think this is probably my favorite 2x2 right now. I'm going to be doing some more comparisons on that. I don't want to just say that for certain, but I'm really, really enjoying this. So about the GES, again, I don't really mess with these typically too much in my reviews. You can, if you're not familiar with the system already, you can use them to adjust the spring to be lighter or heavier. The lighter the spring is, typically the easier it can corner cut. The heavier it is, the more snappy it is, and it takes a little bit more force to complete that corner cutting. So ultimately, guys, I will be doing a full 3-way comparison when we have these in stock, which will be very soon. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you with these two. I hope that you all enjoyed. Let me know what your thoughts are, especially on this new magnetic alignment system. I, again, think it's really awesome. So always wanna hear your thoughts and looking forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye.